Hey, what's up, geeks? So in this video, I'm going to give my advice to new programmers. There's so much information on the internet, you may be unsure where you need to go or who to listen to. So this is going to be my spiel on what I would do if I was new to programming. So stay tuned. Okay, so whether you get your advice from me or from somebody else, the most important thing, in my opinion, is to focus on the fundamentals. There are no shortcuts when it comes to programming. That's why I see so many dangers in people copying code off the internet. You go to Stack Overflow or you Google for help on a specific issue and it'll redirect you to a GitHub landing page. The danger that I see in copying code is that you never learn how to think through the code. If you can't think through an issue, that means that you don't understand the fundamentals when it comes to solving that issue. So by fundamentals, what do I mean? A lot of times people get caught up in using too many tools. I mentioned this in earlier videos, but when you're starting out, you just want to stick to one tech stack, specifically one language if you can help it. But stick to one tech stack, one tool, and just become strongly familiar with that tool. Once you're familiar with that tool, you're going to have a good understanding of the language that you use to actually build that application. And along with that, your debugging skills will get better. By debugging, your problem-solving skills will get better. So by following this path, you're going to strengthen the fundamental thought process. A lot of engineers or a lot of people who are just new to software engineering, they're having a career change, they have no idea where to start. So they'll start doing web design or start doing mobile design. And along with all those different types of whatever area you choose, there's different tools that are available to you. You can build a web application way more ways than you can build a mobile application, but there's so many ways that you can go when it comes to doing that. And then there's also so many different databases. There's also different ways that you can actually host your APIs. This is just going to be way too much for a beginner to actually to catch up with. So I would just recommend following the fundamentals, starting out small, pick something that you enjoy, and then to just go from there. Now, I kind of touched base on this yesterday, but one of the things that you want to get very comfortable with when you're new to software engineering is you want to get comfortable failing. Now, I mentioned the reason you want to do this is because through failure, there's a seed to success. You won't become successful by failing, obviously, no. But when you fail, you get comfortable taking risk. A lot of reason people don't accomplish anything in life, whether it's outside of engineering, is because they never step outside of their comfort zone. You see this within our relationships, any other kind of goals that we have when we see it in the work environment. You have to be comfortable getting uncomfortable. As an adult, now I can kind of understand why people have this issue. I've never actually had this issue. It always makes sense to me that I'm not going to know everything and everybody else doesn't know anything either, so I should either be learning from experience or learning from somebody that's better than me. But a lot of people, they have this perfectionist mindset where they have to know all the answers, and if they don't know the answers, they're a failure. You may get this from your parents. I know that some kids, their parents, all they want them to do is get straight A's, etc., etc. We know that. So when they actually get into the real world, they never really step out of what they don't know because of the possibility of failure. And more than most likely, you're going to fail in life. You know, I've failed within my relationships, and through that failure, I've learned things about myself, and I learned how to approach the next relationship better. And I've also learned that within coding, especially when you're, to this day, when I'm debugging some code, there's always an issue. If I'm waiting on an API response, you think it's going to work, you've done it hundreds of times, and for whatever reason, it doesn't work. That's why you have testing within these applications so you can verify if that information is coming back. Now, the point is that if you get comfortable failing, it's going to speed up the growth process. And as I'm thinking about this, man, it's always something going on in your life. I kid you not, man. I'm always learning something new about myself, things I wasn't even aware of. And yeah, dude, you just gotta be willing to put yourself out there, whatever it is. It can be whether you're trying to build the next great mobile application, you're trying to have a career change, you're trying to do anything in your life. You have to get comfortable failing, because I promise you, if you can learn, if you're willing to fail, that's gonna open up doors that eventually lead to success. Now, it's been a while since you guys caught me chilling in the crib, and I'm not actually doing any kind of work right now. I'm just checking out my notes just so I can continue on to the last point that I want to make. Now, the last thing I would recommend to beginners is to not get caught up in purchasing hella courses. I don't know what part of the world you're from, but hella in California means a lot. So don't get caught up purchasing a lot of courses. You got books, you got courses, and you have a bunch of different like walkthrough tutorials on YouTube. And I'm gonna keep it real. Maybe you can verify it in the description below, but most of these walkthroughs that they have on YouTube are outdated. Even the ones they have on Udemy. I think, Linda, it may be the same case. Now you can always purchase my course because I'm trying to hook you up. But if you don't go my route, I would highly recommend that you guys, whatever course that you actually purchase, whatever book that you purchase, you want to make sure that the author of the content is easy to contact. Because in order for you to really grow as a software developer, or if you want to grow at a exponential rate, you're going to want some kind of mentorship. And some of these instructors, they do offer some kind of mentorship. They're always open for email or whatever. You know, if you were to purchase one of my courses, you would not only have direct access to me, you would also have direct access to our React Native community, where you actually can speak to myself or any other React Native developer within the community. I think that mentorship is key to success, especially right now. It's just going to be a lot harder to do everything on your own with COVID going on, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future for software engineers. I know that the companies I work for, they actually mail me laptops, and I think that just because we're able to do everything from home, we have these different tools of communication, I think remote work is going to be the norm in the future. So if you can get around a community of other developers where you can actually get the help that you need to actually grow into a professional React Native developer or any kind of developer that you want to become, I will go ahead and take that route. Anyways, like I said, you can always check out my course, Learning React Native Without the Bullshit. There's a link in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to follow me on social media, go ahead and do that too. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.